Yeah. Um, it's not exactly easy being a handsome, dark-skinned black man. Yeah, I'm a handsome, dark-skinned black man. And I know just from my personal experiences that there aren't too many perks being handsome as a dark-skinned black man. Like being a handsome, dark-skinned black man isn't the same thing as being a handsome white man or being a handsome dark skinned black man. It's not the same thing as being a handsome light skinned black man, or being a handsome dark skinned black man. It's not the same thing as being a handsome Latino man. You know, handsome dark skinned black men. We don't get handsome privilege. We don't get that. You know, and like a white man. If a white man's decent looking, he kind of gets a privilege. If a white guy is good looking or he's a Chad, the jawline Chad type of white guy, he's gonna be sleeping with a whole bunch of women. He's gonna have multiple girlfriends. People are gonna be happy around him. Women are gonna be happy around him. Um, if a white guy is handsome, people are not going to try to tear him down because of it. It's going to be easier for a handsome white guy to get a job. There's perks. There's perks being a handsome white man. You know, but things are a little different for dark skinned black men. A lot of people think a lot of people think that handsome dark skinned black man like we get certain perks. Um, some people assume that women gravitate towards a certain guy if he's tall and good looking. And when I just like some people might assume that women will gravitate towards a dark skinned black man if that dark skinned black man is like tall and good looking. And like some people think tall, good looking dark skinned dudes get all the girls. And man, some people in this society assume that, man. I'm telling y'all today that that is some bullshit. It's bullshit. Like there's not any perks really for being a handsome, dark-skinned black man. No perks at all. Um, like I said earlier, a handsome white man, he's gonna have certain perks. Like being handsome will make things easier for a white man. Like if a white man is handsome, he's gonna have a much easier time getting women. You know, but on the contrary, when you're a handsome, dark skinned black man, getting women is low key even harder. Like you would have thought that, oh man, if a dark skinned guy is handsome, he's gonna have an easier time getting women compared to an average looking dark skinned guy. But nah, like when you're a handsome black man, a handsome dark skinned black man, you know, women women treat you differently. You know, when you're a handsome dark skinned black man, it's like people in this society, people in this racist society, as a handsome dark skinned black man, are out to tear you down. You know, um, black men, we have negative stereotypes mainly. And for the most part, black men were looked at in a negative light. in this racist American society. So black men, we aren't supposed to be viewed positively. We're not supposed to be having positive traits about ourselves. You know, being handsome, being good looking, that's a positive trait. That's a good trait. And as a black man, you're not supposed to have these good traits. So when you're a handsome, dark skinned black man, people will be trying to hate on you, tear you down, put you black in your lowly place because people will try to treat you like shit when you're a handsome, dark skinned black man because you aren't supposed to be having any positive traits as a black man. So as a handsome, dark skinned black man, people will treat you like shit to push you back in your lowly bottom of the barrel place where you're supposed to be as a black man. Black men, we're supposed to be bottom of the barrel. We're not supposed to be having positive traits about ourselves. So when you're a handsome dark skinned guy, people would treat you like shit, and it's mainly women. Like when you're a handsome dark skinned guy, you have to like work even harder to get women. Um, it's crazy. With other races, when you're a handsome guy of another race, like if you're a handsome white guy, you have to work less hard to get women. You know, like when you're a handsome white guy, your flaws are forgiven by the fact that you're handsome. You know, like if you're a handsome white guy, you probably don't have to wear the freshest gear, the freshest clothes. You don't have to have the best outfits. You're handsome. So the fact that you're handsome, you don't have to wear the best clothes. That's if you're a white guy. But if you're a handsome black man, you have to dress even sharper. You gotta have the most swag in the world. You gotta have a new outfit every day and shit. It's like when you're a handsome black man, you're judged even harsher than the average looking black men are judged. You know, when other races of men are handsome, you know, they get a pass, you know. But when a black man, a dark skinned black man is handsome, we get judged even harsher. We get critiqued even more. We have to work even harder, you know. But when a white guy is handsome, oh, he gets a pass. You feel me? When a white guy is handsome, he could damn near go outside and dress in a fucking garbage bag and he's still gonna be fucking bitches. But not this the same thing doesn't apply to dark skinned black men. Like me, for example, man, I'm a handsome dark skinned black man, and women are constantly trying to tear me down. And when I come across women, every other woman I come across, they put their head down or they act like they're looking at their cell phone too as they come across me and then put their head down. And, they do these little subtle things to tear me. Women do these little subtle things to tear me down as a handsome dark skinned guy. And it really be ticking me off a lot of times, but I've kind of learned how to deal with it. But it really be ticking me off. And other races of men, man, they don't have to deal with that. Like people feel some type of way when a black man is non-thuggish and is good looking and handsome, people would try to tear down that type of black man. But if a white guy is handsome, no one's tried to. If a white guy is presentable and handsome, you know, people won't be trying to tear him down because of that. But when I have the same qualities as a black man, I'm presentable, I'm masculine, I'm handsome, you know, I get tore down because of those qualities, though. I mean, it's really some bullshit. Being handsome as yeah, a lot of people have an issue with the dark skinned black man being handsome. A lot of people have an issue. Yeah, like now I'm really thinking about like some of my experiences I have with people. A lot of them are because a lot of the funny experiences I've been having with people is because I'm a handsome dark skinned black man. You know, we experience some strange ass shit. Like like I said earlier, women are constantly trying to tear me down. Um, People sometimes like when I come across somebody I know, when I come across someone I grew up with, or if I come across someone I go to work with currently, and they see me in a public place, you know, they'll act like people I know would see me in a public place, and they'll act like I don't belong in that public place. Kind of like my existence as a black man is a taboo, you know. And yeah, people always act like my existence is a fucking taboo. People will see me somewhere and they'll always ask me, what were you doing at that place? What were you doing there? Were you just hanging out? Yeah, like people act like my people act like my fucking existence. People act like my fucking existence is a taboo. And now I'm starting to see things fucking 100% clearly. One of the reasons why people always act like my existence is a taboo. I'm not supposed to be at this public place at this time. I'm not supposed to be at the mall at this time. I'm not supposed to be at the library at this time. I'm just allowed to be in my fucking house. And if I go outside, people are wondering, oh, what are you doing outside? People act like that towards me because I'm a fucking handsome dark skinned guy. It's like people act like that towards me, act like my existence is a fucking taboo. I'm seeing it clearly now. One of the reasons that is because I'm a handsome, dark skinned black man. There's almost like a fucking taboo tied to being a handsome, dark skinned black man. It's like a taboo tied to being a handsome, dark skinned black man. It definitely is. Like people will damn near try to lay down on you for being a handsome dark skinned guy. Oh, or they'll try to demonize you in some type of way, or people will try to like flaw you or negatively stereotype you in some type of way for being a good looking dark skinned guy. Like some people will try to demonize you for being a handsome dark skinned guy. Like I'm really starting to see it. I'm really starting to see it right now. Like, wow. Like I said earlier in the live stream, Some people assume that, oh, a handsome dark skinned guy, a handsome dark skinned black man, man, he's gonna be getting all the girls. Some people think that, but I'm telling you right now, that's some bullshit. That's some fucking bullshit. Handsome dark skinned black men, this society was orchestrated to tear down, to emasculate and tear down handsome dark skinned black men. You know, this society, this racist American society was designed to tear down attractive black men. You know, it was like that back in the day, and it's still like that today. You know, back in the 50s and 60s, even back in the 50s and 60s, attractive black men were the number one target. You know, even back in the 50s and 60s, attractive black men were the number one target. Just think about it. I mean, use your common sense mind. Use your common sense mind. Okay, imagine living in the 50s and 60s, or just imagine the 50s and 60s, right? The 50s and 60s was racist as fuck. You know, back in the 50s and 60s, black people were still suffering from blatant racism and discrimination. So back in the 50s and 60s, there were segregation and things like that. But yeah, the 50s and the 60s were some racist ass times. And what type of black man, what type of black man do you think people used to fuck with and tear down the most? Like, what type of black man in the 50s and 60s do you think people would try to tear down the most? Do you think, who do you think, what type of black man? Like, really, I could tell you guys, I mean, back in the 50s and 60s, do you think um, a shorter black man, a short black man who's average looking, and he doesn't carry himself in too much of his masculine frame? That's one type of black man, a short black man who's average looking and doesn't carry himself in his masculine frame. Or the second type of black man, who's tall, handsome, dark skinned, carries himself in his masculine frame, dresses nice. Which type of black man do you think is going to be more of a target for a racist white society to tear down? The short, average black man who dresses average, or the tall, handsome, dark-skinned black man who carries himself in his masculine frame and dresses nicely? I'm going to give y'all the answer. The type of black man who would have got more racism and would have got tore down more back in the 50s and 60s would be the tall, handsome, dark-skinned black man who dresses nice and presents himself in his masculine frame. You know, you really just have to use your common sense mind here. I mean, in this racist society in which we live in, I mean, do you think America really ever liked to see a presentable black man? Do you really think America, knowing how racist the society is, do you think the society has ever really liked to see a presentable, dark-skinned black man who was good looking? Do you really think that this racist society likes to see presentable, dark-skinned black men who are good looking and carry himself in his masculine frame? Hell the fuck no. America hates seeing a presentable, dark-skinned black man who's handsome and dresses nice. No one, no one. For the most part, what I'm about to say is true. For the most part, what I'm about to say is fucking true. No one faces more racism and opposition than a handsome, dark skinned black man. Let me repeat that. No one faces more racism and opposition than a handsome, dark skinned black man. This racist American society was specifically designed to tear down black men who are attractive. And why is that? Why is this? You know, why is this? I mean, I could tell you why. The reason why this society was designed to tear down attractive black men, you know, is because this society straight up, this society straight up doesn't want black man to spread his seed, you know. If the black man spreads his seed, you know, gets all races of women pregnant, I mean, that's something white people would fear, right? They would fear that for their existence. You know, black men, we have a power. You know, black men, we can potentially impregnate a whole bunch of white women and eliminate the whole white race overnight. We can potentially do that if we wanted to. And what type of black man is more likely has a chance to impregnate a whole bunch of women? An ugly, unattractive black man or a handsome, attractive black man? Which type of black man do you think has more of a chance of spreading his seed to a whole bunch of women? The handsome, attractive black man. You know, common sense. It's common sense here, man. Common sense here. This society has an orchestrated agenda against the handsome, dark skinned black man because we are the number one threat. We have the most potential. Okay, let me reword this. Let me reword this. The handsome, the handsome dark skinned black man is subjugated and tore down, you know, and there's so much an agenda to penis police us, you know, control a black man's penis, you know, so we won't be able to sleep with that woman or sleep with that woman, you know, because this society doesn't want us black men to spread our fucking seed, you know. I forgot to talk about one thing, you know. I forgot to talk about one thing. As a handsome dark skinned black man, we're kinda hypersexualized. People hypersexualize me. And I can't even be, let's say, like 50 feet from within a woman without that woman thinking I'm trying to hit on her or I want to sleep with her or something. Like it's because I'm a tall, handsome, dark skinned guy. So women, when they see me, they automatically like think I'm trying to fuck them. I want to fuck them or whatever. Like black men, we're hypersexualized. But if a white guy is tall and handsome, women are not just going to be assuming that that handsome white guy just wants to fuck them or people really live vicariously through black male sexuality, you know. And the more attractive you are as a black man, a dark skinned black man specifically, the more you are sexualized. Um yeah, like I basically said earlier, there's an agenda in the society to tear down handsome dark skinned black men from the sexual market. You know, people don't want us to spread our seed, and attractive black men who are attractive, we are the black men who have the greatest probability to sleep with a whole lot of women by common sense. And therefore, we're a threat to spread our seed more than any other type of black man. So there's specific agenda to tear down attractive black men who have the potential to spread his seed to a variety of women. And we are hypersexualized. I'm a handsome, dark skinned black guy, and I could tell you from firsthand experience, we are overly hypersexualized. Man, I can't even be in the vicinity of a woman. I can't even be in the vicinity of an attractive woman and other guys are around. And whenever I brought attractive women, an attractive woman and other guys are around, they automatically all just look at me. All the dudes who are around, when an attractive woman is around, when all the dudes are around me, all the dudes automatically just look at me, and I get the cock block vibes from them. Like whatever around I'm around an attractive woman, I get cock block vibes from other dudes, because as a handsome dark skinned black man, like people are always people damn near revolve around my sexuality as a handsome dark skinned black man. People damn near revolve around my sexuality. You know, people want to cock block me. People want to penis police me and all that crazy shit. Like this is shit that we gotta deal with as black men. But all right, I'm out.